Hey y'all. Hey y'all on this Thursday night, honey. We got to do one straight hour because school in the morning and whatnot. But let me just speak to y'all. Thank you so much for joining me for this live on a Thursday night. We had to move it around because y'all already know that Ready to Love is coming back tomorrow night. And I'm a little bit behind because I didn't get a chance to watch the casting special because they had me thinking it was going to be Love and Marriage Huntsville for another hour. And I'm like, I am not about to watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, not now, more bit of a minute. So I couldn't do it. But let me speak to y'all. Hey, Straight Cherry. Hey, Portia or Porsche. I'm Fun Size 20. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Christina. Hey, Miss Kiki. Hey, Valisa. Hey, Wendy. Hey, MV Lovebug. Hey, Tasia. Hey, Barbara. Barbara, this is Shirley. Every time I see the name Barbara, I got to do it. Hey, JG. Hey, Brittany, Renee, Kendall, Monet, Belicious. Hey, Omar. Hey, Karina. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Leash. Hey, Rose. Hey, Andrea, Malika. Hey, Finally Free. Hey, LaQuisha. Hey, Honeybee Fly. Hey, Wente Talks. Hey, Shyla. Hey, Bree. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. It is 111 of you or 124 of you on this live right now. So, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it, okay? Because we got like 58 minutes, and I know we got a lot to say. Hey, all of my opinionated family, thank y'all so much for joining me on this live. If you are not a subscriber yet, but you like to come over here and get a little bit of shade with a little bit of laughter, then y'all please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all help me so much when you do that because it makes me look official and whatnot. So please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button as you come on in the room. Okay, come on in the room and hit that like button. Thank you so much, Brittany, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. You're getting the party started, girl. Okay, and is. All right, y'all. Yes, please like the video. Thank you, pretty Lauren. Hit the like button. Look, Shayla say, I got a lot to say. Okay, look, Tia ready to get into it. Let's go. Girl, Johnny is too much. He wants a porn star that's a great actress and can act out a Hallmark movie. And let me tell y'all this. So somebody sent me in my DM. Tia, you absolutely right, honey. Okay, you better speak your speech. But let me just say this, y'all. So somebody sent me a DM and it was from a Reddit that they were commenting or whatever about Married at First Sight. And it was Johnny speaking as if he were like just one of us watching the show. And the way that he slipped up is he said me. He referred to himself as me. And I'm like, not you don't refer to yourself as me. Well, what is wrong with you? Hey, Maria. I said, oh my gosh, child. Oh, he losing it, honey. Just losing it. Child, everybody's stressed out. The shirt he was wearing, the bed was stressed out. He's stressed out. Poor Bow. She's so broken. Bow, bow, bow. Boom, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. Y'all know I had to do it, honey. We just started, so we know we're going to have to sing the Bow song if we don't do nothing else. Hey, Karina Martinez. Hey, SK. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what the Coco got to say. Zach, come on down to the altar, sir. Come on in early this week and chat with us. Yes. Let me tell y'all something. Look, I had to just go ahead and just stop looking at my DMs because the spoilers were coming in left and right. And I'm like, oh my God, no. And I was so shocked because, okay, so the cast members, they followed me, right, on Instagram. And I went to follow back, but of course it's private. So, child, then all of a sudden, Michaela's was wide open. And I'm like, what's that? Well, I never was following Michaela. She never was following me. I don't think she's too fond of me and whatnot. Because, I see both sides and I see Zach's side. And I'm not going to just get on here and go on a rant in on Zach because I feel like it's both of y'all. Okay. Sometimes it's him, sometimes it's not. So, I don't think she just really liked me too good. So, but that's cool. I'm going to keep on moving forward. Okay. So I just noticed that it was open. Somebody sent me some DMs with the receipts of it all. And I'm like, oh my God, child, she is going in. And let me just say, parts of Michaela, I really do like. I think she can genuinely be a nice lady, but She needs some anger management. Okay. I mean, we just have to say it. I understand it's a stipulation. I mean, not a stipulation, but I understand that as a Black woman, there's a stigma attached to us when we get angry. I understand that. But girl, you ran through that. I don't know if they fast forwarded that preview. I don't know if they were doing that. You know how they do it real fast and make you go backwards. Child, when I saw her flip those ping pong tables over, I said, oh my God. Baby, I got to go to H-E-B and get me some water. Honey, we're going to have to hunker down. Hurricane K has made landfall next Wednesday. Do y'all hear me? So let me tell y'all something. I hope y'all got y'all flashlights and y'all batteries and everything else that needs to be gotten, okay? Because we're going to have to hunker down. Child, on Wednesday, we ain't going to be able to go nowhere. Do y'all hear me? And I mean nowhere. Child, I was so outdone. I said, oh, honey, now she done flipped them tables over, child. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sean said something and I wanted to read it. Hold on. Let me go back. Sean said, no, Misha, you saw her go postal and destroy the people's good property. Her head was spinning. Sean, she got so upset. But what was so crazy is you literally sat next to him getting cocky. Let me tell you what a man told me a long time ago. Because, you know, I used to kind of be slick. You know, my mouth could be a little bit slick. Okay. And I remember telling him, well, you could just go. And child, I thought I was really getting into it as I got into it. And he just went. And I said, no, he didn't go. I was like, no, he left. Oh, no, ma'am. And, you know, I really had to come to terms with don't say it unless you mean it. So she sat next to him. Okay, this is from the preview. Okay, now I don't know this to be all the way factual. We're going to watch it together next week and then we're going to discuss it. But I saw her say to him, he said, if you're not riding with me, then I'm going to go ahead and leave. She said, okay, well then leave. He said, no, I'm going to leave right now. I'm saying to you, I'm going to leave. She said, well, get you and leave. Leave then. She got up and left. He got up and left. She took his bag and put it back in the room. I said, oh no, ma'am. But I'm telling y'all that the man told me a long time ago. He said, look, if you don't want me to leave, you better not say it. Thank you for the super chat, Shayla. Am I the only one who finds it weird that Ryan and Brett don't share a room, but he's always in there recording her mess? Usually Team Ryan, but I don't know. You know what? You're right. Maybe it's because he's living in the mess. He's sleeping in the mess and whatnot. Or is he in the other room? Or maybe they're running it back. Child, I don't know. But that's a good point, Shayla. That is really a good point. Like, y'all not in there stretching out together, so why are you in there recording? He needs some evidence to let us know that that's the reason why he don't want to get into it as he get into it. Thank you so much for the super chat, Catherine. Have you sat and looked at Johnny? He looks and laughs like Beavis and Buddy. Oh my God, y'all crazy. He's not cute at all. To tell Bao he's unattractive to listen. When he said that, I said, say what now? You unattracted to her. Oh, okay. Have you seen you? I had to hit him with a Chris. But I didn't want to run it back on my review because I'm like, I already got into that before. But how dare you? Bao is beautiful. Did y'all see her at that wedding? I said, oh, Bao, you better get into it. Because see, you know, when you just on your regular everyday, just out and about, you don't put on the makeup and get your zhuzh that needs to be given. Well, some people do, honey, but I don't be having time for all that. Okay, you're going to get what you get and don't pitch your fit. But when she came out at the wedding, I wasn't expecting that. I said, Bao is a babe. Girl, you better do it, honey. You better dip it and do it. And let me say something to you, Bao. I'm speaking directly to you, honey. I know you're going to watch this replay, okay? Because you're an opinionator. You and Zach, allegedly. Okay, so listen. I'm speaking directly to you. There's nothing wrong with you. Both of you have things that you can grow from. Both of you have things you can learn from. You are absolutely not repulsive. There's nothing wrong with your joy. I loved how you came out popping, dressed like your favorite cheerleader. Okay. You are a good time. You are a fun time. Do not let what these people and these experts try to put you through break you down. Okay. I just want to say that to you. You are more than enough for somebody. I mean, because the streets is talking. So apparently you're really more than enough from somebody. Moving forward. I'm just saying, girl, get into it as you get into it, honey. Hold your shoulders back. Hold your head up. I like the way that you were really giving it to Johnny when you said, I'm not going to take that. You're not going to talk to me any old kind of way. Now, don't pull a Rachel and go back over there when you just told him, or Paige, I'm just trying to go through the process and make sure that the process is really processing. And it's just a lot of things that I need to process. No, we're not processing nothing. Don't let him treat you like that. And I just want you to know that you're worthy of someone caring for you. Okay. Lexi, I didn't watch Unfiltered. What they say about Bow? Look, I gotta go watch Unfiltered because they were really going in, I heard. And I said, oh no, honey, I need to get that because I need to go and watch it. But I didn't have time to do it last night. I was like, I'm too tired. Do y'all know how hard it was for me to do that review? It was so many moving parts, and the expert, they were meeting with people separately and stuff. It was so much to do that review. It took me like 3 hours to edit that. I was like halfway sleepy and it was a mess. When Tay talks, Johnny thinks his don't stink, okay? Because he is very tall to be Oriental, and those women be all over them when they're tall like that. I hope I'm not being offensive. I've never heard that. I have never heard of that. But look, if you heard it, it's probably true. Unapologetically Romel. Honey, I'm editing my Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review as we speak. I have about another 30 minutes and then it'll be ready to go live. Okay. I got 2 laptops working right now. Y'all on one. And then I got Beverly Hills on the other because baby, the way I read Dorit down, honey, I read her up and down. Even if you don't watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, please go over there and check out the review. Thank you so much. Let's get back on track, child. Okay. Let me see. Yes, the Coco, she is starting to snap out of it because she knows that Johnny is no good. Like, it's only so much you can take. She had one of those aha moments. I remember I had one of those. I was with this man and he was breaking me down like every week. And I was trying my hardest to prove to him that I was worthy of whatever. And child, so one day I was riding around and I'm on my way to work and a song came on the radio. I don't know what song it was, child. I couldn't tell you, but it was Rain on Me by Ashanti. That's what it was, because I was in college at the time. Rain on Me by Ashanti came on the radio and I was listening to those lyrics and I was like, you know what? I could really just cry my way on through this. Child, and I was done. Baby, I snapped out of it that day, child. He tried to call me and complain about something. Boop, the number you have reached has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you've reached this recording in error, please hang up and dial your operator. Baby, don't call me no more, honey. Blocked. I don't want to talk about it. And I feel like that's what's happening with Bao. She's finally starting to come into her senses, child. Facts. Kay said Bao talks negatively about Johnny all the time to them, but acts innocent to Johnny, basically. They were going in on my girl Bao, saying she was fake. Oh, well, honey, we know why she's saying that. Child, if y'all done seen the rumors and the spoiler alerts and whatnot. Girl, please. I cannot see Bao sitting up with them and just talking negatively about Johnny. I just can't see that. Like, I mean, even the way that she spoke to her, I think it was her friend, when she was like, I can't believe I'm married to Johnny Lamb. She was very happy to be married to Johnny. She was very proud to be married to him. She always had a long time crush. She liked him. So I don't want to hear that. Girl, get lost, honey. Let me just be quiet, child. Let me be quiet, child. I was about to say something. Honey, that's why I got to create a membership so we can really get into it. So my members, we can talk about it. Okay. Lizzie Vega. Hey, Lizzie. Supposedly they already filmed the reunion a few months ago. They're filming something right now. I guess it's like another update. Streets be talking and Zach is not denying. And isn't. Okay. And isn't. Let's see. I wanted Dr. Viviana to go in on Johnny. Nobody's going in on him because this is the thing. That's what's so crazy, because when the casting special happened, Johnny mesmerized me. He drew me in. I was like, yes, I love Johnny's personality. I like all things Johnny, even before watching the season. And then, I saw a little bit and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's having an off day. And then it progressed. And hey, Max Mello, thank you for the super chat. And then it progressed. And I'm like, okay, this is who he's becoming. And this is who he really is. So I'm like, okay. Now I'm not really liking Johnny. And then I had to go in on him because at first I was thinking, okay, we were all on Bao. She don't like to bathe and whatnot. But then we got that clarified. She just likes to bathe in the morning. Okay, got it. Now you're tearing her down every chance you get. That's not cool. And there was a comment in the comment section, and I just wanted to address it. The comment said, what did you expect from people getting married at first sight? I expected you to be a decent human being. We don't have to like the people we're matched with. That is true. But be nice. It takes nothing to be nice. That is the most simple form of human decency. Be nice. Honey, they teach you in kindergarten, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Honey, were you absent that day? What is wrong with you that you have to sit up and annihilate this woman's spirit every time y'all get together? Baby, don't talk to me. Don't sit down and eat with me. Don't come back to the apartment. Leave me be. And Pastor Cal, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. What is wrong with you? Telling her, I've seen marriages that have been a lot worse and they're living beautiful. No, it ain't no living beautifully. Because the moment she starts smiling, he gonna get mad. Like, stop telling her to stay in that. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all, oh my God, I was so triggered with this episode. I really was so triggered. And I was cussing all the way up and through. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is 467 of you on this live. Please like the live for me, please. Even if you just coming in and drop something in the chat that disagrees with what we have to say, please like it or dislike it. Honey, the algorithm gonna pick it up either way. Now let me continue. I was so triggered when I watched this episode because I understand that it's a for better or worse type situation, but this is not a normal marriage, okay? And Bao hung her head down. That's the thing that pissed me off. Do not hand her a tissue as her head is hanging down, and then in the same breath, you go, I think the two of you could be wonderful. No, they cannot. Like, what was the reason? Like, what is wrong with you? I was like, oh my God, I need to take a break. Let me go get me a refreshing beverage, honey, before I go off. Like, this is some foolishness. This don't make no sense. Why would you tell her to stay there? Pastor Cal ain't doing nothing, just throwing pasta at the wall with this one-size-fit-all advice. Sean, that is the perfect way to say it. Like, what are you telling her that makes any sense? None of this makes sense. Like, why are you saying that? Child, this is crazy. Yes, Fedora, honey, I'm going through it, child. I don't like for people to be mistreated. I think that's why. Because I'm just the kind of person where I just, if I really feel like, yeah, well, maybe he has a point, I won't really speak on it. But she hung her head down in like shame and hurt. I don't like seeing that. It could have been anybody. Ryan could have held his head down and hurt. Jose could have held his head. Well, Jose could be Jose, and so I don't really care. But like when I see you're hurting someone deliberately, then I don't like it. Okay. The experts act like they get a bonus for each couple that stays together. Sister Girl on Films, honey, do they? Child, everybody else getting paid up and through. Big Body Beans, thank you for the super chat. I really wish they would have let Bao meet with Master P. Nah. She would have told her to leave like she told Paige. Johnny is giving mental illness like her. We know, child. We know. And that is what I said when I was watching it. I said, now, why didn't they give Bao to Bao? You've already encountered Pastor Cal. I would have said, I'm gonna wait. You know, what this reminded me of, y'all. You know how you're in line somewhere. Let's just say, maybe I'll say a grocery store, or even a restaurant, and there's two lines. I don't know how that would be possible, but you know how you wait for that one cashier or somebody that you see is doing it the specific way you like, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait for them. And then they'll be like, next, or even at the nail shop. You see the nail tech that's about to be empty next. You don't like that nail tech. You're like, oh, child, I don't really like the way they do my nail bed. But then you know the nail tech that you enjoy is gonna take a little bit longer. I felt like Bao should have just waited. Like, I'm gonna wait on Dr. Pepper. Pastor Cal is who you're going to see. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Like, I would like to wait for the next nail tech. Child, it ain't no way. Must be out his rabbit mind. Girl, please. Johnny will be that single uncle piping up at all the family events, telling the kids they should never settle. Bye, Johnny. It's giving very much instability. Girl, if you ain't never lied, whew, Naja, you hit the nail on the head, okay? walking around still eating that crawfish, dressing all white, talking about Bow's probably texting. No, Bow's probably putting it down on her man. Bow, 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 boom, 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 boom. Shout out to Hurricane Chris. There's 3 relationships that are emotionally and psychologically abusive this season. Like we're really seeing this on national TV. Bow, Johnny, Jose, Rachel, Michaela, and Zach. Mafs needs a break. Fedora, yes, they do. They really do. Like, they really do. Because, I mean, there was not a huge break in between season 12 and season 13, even though season 13 was taping while Chris was running rampant on season 12, because I remember getting like a little inside tip that they had just gotten married around February. So I understand that they want to keep the Mavs train going, and Wednesday nights on Lifetime belongs to Married at First Sight. I mean, they literally wrap up like 17 hours. When that show goes off, they replay Married at First Sight. Then they replay Couples Cam. Then they replay until like you're going to wait till Thursday to get new content from Lifetime during Married at First Sight season. I understand that. But things are happening that shouldn't happen. Like people are being like, this is the thing. I know people don't like Zach, child. But look, I like Zach and I ain't changing it. This is the thing. When Zach was sitting there and he was visibly shaking, it was a mess. Sorry, y'all. My video just started playing in the background. And, he looked visibly shaken. He looked like he was trapped. And he didn't want to say, I want out, because he's really trying to just push through. But at the same time, he knows in his mind, it's like he's having a tug of war with himself. Like, I really want to get out of this, but I don't want to disappoint anybody. And everybody's watching, but I really want to get out. Like, I don't like that. You see, they're being tortured. Just say, hey, I don't want to be in this. Let's talk. Me too. If they did Mavs in Florida, baby, the police would have had to. Charlie would have been a fool. Do you hear me? Yes, had me crying. Me too. Because he looked like he was hurt. And he was trying to articulate what, and this is the thing, when he was talking to when he was talking to Dr. Pepper, I was looking at him. I said, Zach looked like he about to faint. Like, I'm serious when I say that. Like, he looked like he was about to black out. And he was trying to like hold it back from being emotional. And then even when he met with Michaela, he was like, yeah, my tears showed up. Let me say this to y'all. I know a lot of people don't think it's masculine to cry. I'm teaching my son now, you know what? If your emotions coming out, baby, be emotional and whatnot. Now, I don't want you crying at every commercial and every stoplight. But at the same time, if you're hurting, it's okay to show it. Okay, because then you have those toxic men that don't have no feelings, don't care about your feelings because they ain't got no feelings. I don't want that kind of man. I want somebody emotionally available for me. Come on with the emotions. Come on, emotions. Now, let's get into it. Like now, I don't see the gaslighting that everybody else is seeing. Maybe I'm not watching it right. I don't know, but I just don't see it. Zach is giving me Karen vibes with them tears. I want to meet that ex. Zach provoked Kay to take them seasonings. Zach wanted her in that bed for some booty. Thank you for the super chat, Feel Good. Baby, Phil gonna get into it. Now, I do think Zach wanted to get it popping. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think he wanted her to stay in that bed because he wanted to get on. Now, you're not gonna sleep with me and you just said no. But this is the thing. Both of y'all said no. So if you ain't gonna want to be with her and she don't want to be with you, then let's get separated quickly. Like, sleep in separate rooms. Now, where he went wrong is he decided, since you don't want to do what I want you to do, I'm going to leave the apartment. You're wrong for that, Zach. Okay? No, you don't get up and leave the entire apartment just because she's not doing what you want her to do. Like, what is wrong with you? Child, yes, every commercial, every commercial and every stoplight. Hey, Zoe. Zach has been scared of Michaela for a while now. When they argued after the housewarming, he wouldn't turn his back to her. And he said he didn't feel comfortable staying in the apartment she was staying. That's true. And for a lot of people, they're saying, well, he didn't see the wipes. We saw it though. Now, if you would have saw Johnny slam down those wipes like that, would we be telling Bao, I mean, just give him some grace, Bao? I mean, just see where things can go. No, that's not fair. It's not fair to say that. Because if it's good for him, then good for her, then it's good for him. Zach isn't gaslighting Michaela. He's bidding his time and collecting his coin. He sure is, child. He gonna stick in there. Now Zach stay crying. Nah, y'all so crazy. He do stay with them tears, child. Then they gotta hit him with that Justin Timberlake. Cry me a river. Child, I'm done. But didn't they pass that? Wait a minute, pass what? We still scared for them wipes, but he did provoke her this episode. She wanted to separate and gather her thoughts. Why couldn't he give her space? Feel good, I agree. And I made sure I said that in my review. Michaela was right in this instance because I'm not going to lay in bed with you if we're both saying that we're not going to say yes on decision day. Then why should we lay down together? Like, we should go on about our business. Like, I want to lay in the other bedroom. I'm not leaving. Like, what is wrong with you? Dina says, Zach has too much nervous energy for me. He has a lot of nervous energy. A lot. I don't know what it stems from. I'm not sure. But yes, let's talk. I know Sisters is back, child. I was watching it before I got on this live because I'm going to hit you with the review. Let's see. Sun Love said, you don't get to enjoy being with me and not like me at the same time. That's some BS. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I don't blame her. I'm not about to lay down with you. But why are y'all talking about that right now anyway? We know y'all are not all the way there yet. So just be quiet about it. There's no reason to talk about that. Y'all creating arguments. It's ridiculous. And Marcy Robbins, how can you not? Next to Johnny and Jose, he looks like an angel. Doesn't mean he is, but that's just facts. Anyone would look like an angel next to Hurricane K as well. Buttercup, everybody got an issue. Let me say, everybody on this season needs a little self-work. Okay, we need to do the work before we come on here talking about some married at first sight. That's why we ain't married. The reason why we ain't married is because we need some work done. Honey, I know that's why I'm not in a relationship, because I'm not going to be just putting up with any old thing. And I need some me time. I need some me time. Not some you, not some him, not some her time. I need some me time. Like, I don't want to be with nobody right now. He's definitely being his time to collect his quint, and is. Okay, at Christina M. That's why he cared more about that dog and that TV. I know y'all talking about Zach. Hey, Monique. I didn't like how Michaela mocked Zach on IG, saying he left her and is no longer scared of her. I didn't like that either, because that's screaming, I was emotionally abusing him and I'm not sorry for it. I did what I did and I'm not changing it, which is why I didn't buy that whole Malcolm X quote. Girl, you're not about to change that behavior. The way you ran through that place. Girl, okay. I'm not saying she can't do it, y'all, but child, look. We'll discuss that next week when it turns up, but I don't trust it. I'll take Penny Pinching Gil over the rest. He the only one who got some sense. For real. The only one, child. And he was the one I was side-eyeing at first. Johnny hates himself. That's why he mistreats Bao. He's officially the worst MFing husband in Mafs history. Please jump off that one bridge, Johnny. Oh, no, we don't want to encourage that. No. Dina the Explorer, I think Zach had a bad choice of words. As of now, it's a no, but we're making progress, so let's get it popping. Exactly. That's exactly what he wanted to say. There are 640 of you ready to get into it as you get into it on the live, even if you're just passing through. Let me see what they're talking about. Child, I gotta go. Please like it before you exit, or like it as you stay, or like it as you chat. Just like it. Okay, we got like 31 minutes left. They need to add a pre-work therapy season before Mavs. And another thing too, Nakaya, I hope I'm saying and pronouncing it correctly. They also need to make sure that they go through a boot camp of sorts. Like for 2 weeks, you have intensive therapy. If after the therapy, we think you can move on with another human being, then we'll match you. Other than that, honey, kick rocks and don't come back around here no more. Let's talk Myrla and Gil. They are my faves. Now, let's talk about Myrla. Baby, Myrla came in that place litty. Do y'all hear me? Myrla was lit up. Myrla experienced all 4 seasons and all 17,000 emotions sitting with Dr. Pepper. And then Dr. Pepper called her out. She's like, I know you've been partying with your friends, but you're not sober yet. Child, I lived when she said that. I was hollering so loud that I couldn't even hear what it is Dr. Pepper was saying to her. I was like, let me rewind it, child. Oh, I was laughing so loud. And the reason why I initially started laughing is because because Myrla was doing her confessional, right? Well, not her confessional, her interview. And she said, I had 25-cent margaritas. And she like tiptoed away. And I laughed so loud. I said, this girl is gone. Do y'all hear me? Oh, child, that was good to me. Thank you, Rhonda, for the super chat. Johnny is just as toxic. I'm sick of looking at him on my television. We feel the same. Feel just like we did with Chris last season. Lizzie said, Zach is a perfectionist, so he feels like this divorce would be a failure. Plus, he really, really wanted to fall in love. He's heartbroken because he knows she's not it. Why are people hating? Lizzie, are we the same person or am I writing this comment? That's how I feel about it. Like he's literally upset because it didn't work. The same thing as Bao. Like she's upset because it's not working out, even though she's experiencing verbal abuse. And I saw somebody say, Bao isn't being abused. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's being verbally abused. If your kid went to school every single day and someone came up to them and said, I'm just going to say their teacher, since, you know, I'm an educator myself, you're stupid. You got every last one of these questions wrong. Like, why do you continue to write this like this? That's not a 5, that's an S. You're dumb. Like, why does your parent send you to school every day not knowing what I taught you the day before? Why can't you catch on? What is wrong? Like, that's abuse. Like, come on now. Let's just really get into it. And but the people don't want to talk about that. They want to only look at it as, well, she signed up for this show. Johnny's just being honest. No, he's being mean to her. He's being mean-spirited. He's doing it on purpose. As soon as she told him she was not going to take it anymore and she was backtracking on the way that she was feeling, all of a sudden, I wasn't attracted to you. That's why you didn't get a second date. You don't have to add that. That's why you didn't get a second date. Why was that necessary? Why was it necessary for you to tell her you weren't attracted to her? Like, these are the burning questions. Bob must have told Johnny his vanilla game was trash because for some reason he wants to break her. Angry little Bia. Why you acting like a Bia? Okay. Oh no, that's right, EB. Thank you for the super chat, SW. Johnny apparently got exposed on Reddit today. I just talked about that. He was slandering Bao, honey, per usual. Okay, that's his MO. Defending his behavior as a viewer using a fake profile. Child, I think he was over there on this on this review earlier too. Got smooth blocked. Do you hear me? I would have loved if Johnny's dad came on the show so we could see how he acts versus Johnny, because he a fool. Do you hear me? And I think a lot of this stems from the fact that he hasn't had that relationship with his father. Yes, that is for real. Listen, y'all, I'm going to post it on my community tab, okay? So y'all can check out the whole Reddit thing. I'm going to post it. Hey, J-Dub. The person who believes Bao is not being abused is in an abusive relationship. Gotta be. Because I'm like, I know I ain't crazy. She's being emotionally abused, or is it just me? Or she's being verbally abused, or a little bit of both. Like, and the way that she internalizes things, she didn't even want people to see her get off the school bus because her dad was, you know, doing what he was doing. He was inebriated and she wasn't proud of where she lived. So if she's still carrying that, you don't think she's going to sit here and take in everything he said and internalize it and carry that on to the next? I mean, allegedly, if Bao and Zach are together, honey, the two of them are the only two that can understand what they just went through. Child, they just went to war. Honey, this is a fool. Johnny is an entire fool. He needs therapy. And Bao, keep your head up, boo. Thank you, Keisha. That's so sweet. Child, she needs some encouragement, honey, because it's becoming ridiculous. Karina said the fact that he can't watch his behavior and see how wrong he was and chooses to defend his behavior makes it a whole lot worse. Yes, Karina, absolutely. Like you're not even like you're able to watch it now. And let me just say this, Unfiltered, I got the inside scoop. Unfiltered is taped way after. They're still taping Unfiltered right now. Okay. After that, they've all gone through this process and everything, decision day, all that. So you've watched yourself. Why not say, you know what? I really tore her down. Let me create some type of something like shout out to Carisha. Like, let me create something to say to her, okay, I'm going to publicly apologize because I publicly humiliated you. Child, he even got Chris thinking he better than that. Chris talking about, and I'm the worst one. Chris, you're terrible. Okay. We ain't gonna let it go. You're terrible. I am late. Did y'all see how she jumped when he came into the bathroom while M. Fisher? M. Fisher, you better speak your speech. I thought that was my TV. Or I thought I was tripping. I said, did she jump when he came in? Oh my gosh. Okay, it wasn't just me. Because I was like, girl, you done been abused so much, honey. You thinking about jumping and she ain't even jumping. So she did jump. I thought so. Because when I watched it, I said maybe he startled her because she didn't know he was coming into the apartment. But I don't understand why that would startle her. But now hearing you or seeing you say that, I know it wasn't just me. I said, oh, okay. Oh, child. I'm so over Johnny. He was acting a whole entire fool after that little argument they had. He kept huffing and puffing like he wanted to fight. Child huffing and puffing like the big bad wolf ready to blow his house down. I said, what in the huff and I puff until I blow your house down is going on here? Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? Y'all are just talking. If you can't talk without losing your mind, then maybe you don't need to interact with the human race. Child, crazy behind. Michaela been a hurricane since she was 16. Zach knew to believe her the first time when she showed him who she was. But see, Zach brought this on himself. Didn't he tell her I couldn't wait till our first fight? Child, I bet he wish you could take that back now. Ooh, honey, no, ma'am. Misha, you saved me by watching Mafs. I just couldn't get through this season. I only listened to your reviews. Yvette, it's hard for me. It's hard out here for a pimp when you gotta make this money for the rent. Child, that's the only reason why I'm watching. Oh, child. And because I love to get into it with y'all, honey. Oh, I love it. But this right here, it unnerved me. I had to get somewhere. I was like kind of shaking a little bit, like visibly shaking, because I've been through so much abuse, verbally, emotionally, psychologically. Like, I just had to get myself together, honey. I had to watch some lighthearted TV after that. I was like, I need mindless entertainment. Where's love and hip hop when you need it? Sarah said Johnny looked like he one good snowstorm away from becoming the dude from The Shining. I'm concerned for Bao. I am too, Sarah. Like, it's given instability. And it's given, I'm afraid to sleep. I need to sleep with one eye open. That's why I said, honey, you wouldn't have got back in that bed with me. What do you need to get in the bed with me for? For what? You just sat here and said we need to put, the love making and everything on the back burner. You were just doing it with me to go through the motions. That's what I'm saying. Listen to these things. I was only having sex with you to just go through the motions. Who wants to hear that? Now, if she would have broke down and said, well, I mean, it wasn't much motion in the ocean to begin with. So, I mean, then there's that. Now, if she would have broke him down, then everybody would have been like, oh, Bao's being so mean to Johnny. No, honey, you get what you get. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Like, child. This season is triggering for former victims. Mafs needs to retool this program. Yes, Kiwana, I was feeling like I just wasn't, like, even talking about it now, it just gets me to just, I'm so uneasy when I speak about it because I see it. I agree. He is manipulative. His tears, confusion, questions. He does the same thing every time. Who are we talking about, Zach? Oh, yeah, that was dead wrong. He publicly humiliated her. He's an a-hole. I see why his daddy don't like. Oh, my God. Child, these are the opinionators. Honey, this is not my opinion. Oh, child. I wonder what Bao means. Oh, yeah, me too. That's a good question. Bye, Romel. I'm going to have to go over there and check out your Beverly Hills review. Why was Michaela boxing the air in the front of 2L? She was pissed. Do you hear me? She was pissed. But you told him to leave, girl. Some men take things literal, and a Libra, they definitely gonna take it literally. The first man that I was married to, he was a Libra. And when I would say something, he would take what I said at face value. You said leave, he gonna go. So you might not want to say things you don't mean. Like, don't say you want me to leave if you don't want me to leave. You showing out in front of these cameras. Like, stop showing out. Don't make no sense. Summer said she took the seasonings. And look, I had a feeling them seasonings were going to make an appearance, because when I looked back there and they were fussing, because y'all remember they couldn't even salt water. Y'all remember when they were doing with the chef and whatnot? With a Zoom call, man, because honey, he showed with no chef. I was like, child, goodbye. But when they were trying to put that salt in that water and she couldn't exactly crack that pepper, I said, oh, they can't even season. But child, then I saw the Zatarans on the counter. I said, okay, now they getting into it. Been watching probably a little bit of the TikTok, and how they tell you to put the garlic powder, the onion powder, and some Creole seasoning. They getting into it. I love it. Child, Michaela said, you will not season a thing without me. Child, Michaela took the seasonings. Oh, Chuck. Zach looked so hurt. He said, I can't even make me a piece of chicken, no shrimp, nothing. Zach, if you don't go to Kroger and get you some more seasoning, so I'm not about to play with you. Taking the seasonings is a grave offense for us. I know that's right. Let me tell you something. When I got to tell y'all this story time. That's really a story time, and I'm going to get into it. I know I've been lacking, y'all. I know. Don't kill me. Okay, I have a lot of story time still to come. Don't kill me. But I have a little bit of a story time that's not really a story time, but we'll get into it later. When that ex decided that he was going to up and disappear on me, child, he took my microwave, my ironing board, my iron, all of my utensils. I said, not the shared spoon and forks. Oh, no, ma'am. Honey, he took so much stuff from me trying to be petty. Child, so when I heard she took that seasoning, I said, oh, yeah, he need to stay away from her. Because, child, clearly she's unsafe. He is. He does that on purpose. Just like when he spoke to his brothers, he didn't talk about what he did. Now, beautifully, see, I got to agree with you. He did not say what he did to make her leave and go to the other apartment. You left first. So if you're going to say to her, I'm going to leave. I'm not staying here if you're going to sleep in the second bedroom. Like, do it or else. Like, that's not cool. So when he removed himself, then why do I need to stick around? If you're going to go, then I need to go too. But when he got on the line with his brothers, it was like, well, you know, Michaela did this and Michaela did that. Thank you, Christ 360 TV. On Unfiltered, Johnny said off camera, Bao verbally abuses him. And Michaela says she's always speaking bad about Johnny. Really? I really got to get, child, I can't wait to, well, I really love being on the live with y'all, but I can't wait to watch Unfiltered so I can see what's happening. Wait a minute. Somebody just made a very great point. Hold on. I have to get to it. Devona, this is a great point. Zach lets his brothers coddle him, just like Kay lets her sisters. Yep, you're right. You are absolutely right. That is a great point. They might be one. Well, they're not one and the same because, child, we all know it's a little bit of a mess. My cousin's ex took one of each shoe when he left. Child, what? That was the pettiest thing I've ever heard of in my Black American life. Baby, that is a fool. Do y'all hear me, honey? Now, that's a fool. Not one shoe. Child, Now, that is petty, baby. That is petty boots. That's petty personified. Lillian said, I wonder how Bao and Zach would work when he has the same issue as Johnny. Zach is married to the ideal woman in his head. I think they'll work now because, I mean, they've gone through this process together and both of them seem like they just need mild-mannered people. And I feel like Bao would be much kinder to Zach's timid spirit, honey. You know, he got the spirit of crochet and crying all up and through. So I feel like Bao can relate to that. And I feel like she'll be kinder to him. You know, so I don't know. Wait a minute, Karen. I know you can lie. My ex took my baby pictures. Babe. Oh my God. Not the baby. Child, what he gonna do with your baby pictures? Oh no, ma'am, honey. I would have to file a police report. Excuse me, 911. What's your emergency? My baby pictures is missing. I'm gonna need my baby pictures back. Oh, Karen, honey. Oh, a moment of silence for the baby pictures. Hold on, let me give you a moment of silence. And we're back. Oh my God. Valisa, thank you for the super chat. Kay should have did the scene of when Martin told Gina to go, and then she went and he was saying, it should have. Valisa, you sure right. That was in the early seasons of Martin. I think that was maybe like the second or third episode. Oh, child, I love me some Martin. Baby, he took the baby pictures. I would have to call the cops on him. You will not have my baby pictures all willy-nilly in your possession. Boy, if you don't get my baby pictures back. Oh, Karen, I'm so sorry you encountered that man. What do you think about when Brett didn't ask the question Pastor Cal told her that? Okay, thank you for taking me into Brett and Ryan. I thought that was crazy. But then I thought, you know what? She's deathly afraid of rejection. Because if she asked him that question, then he would have to answer it. But knowing Ryan, he would have said, I don't know. Like, just ask him. He ain't gonna do nothing but sit there and look at you. Just ask him, girl. Don't be afraid. But I think she was afraid of the answer. And then when they pan down to her hand, I'm like, what's going on with her hand? I noticed she didn't have no ring on. Like, is she fidgeting? Like, what are y'all doing? Camera people, get yourself together. Like, what is happening? Child, I'm not about to play with them. Zach keeps finding a way to leave Michaela and the marital home. At least 3 documented times he's left, okay, after she told him she finds that to be emotionally abusive, but yet she's the only one looking crazy. Just call me Bond. Excellent point. Excellent point, okay? I got to give it to you when you're right. You're absolutely right. But I think the reason why is because this is no excuse for him at all. But I'm just touching on the point that you said she's the one looking crazy. They're editing the narrative that way. So you can physically see her being crazy or acting out. I don't want to even call her crazy. I don't like that. You know, you can see her acting out. But on the flip side, when it's him, it kind of gets brushed under the rug because it's such a huge presentation. You know what I'm saying? It's like over the top. You speeding up stuff and she flipping over tables. I'm like, oh, honey. The Coco girl. Me too. Last night was given very much anxiety medication. Lifetime, this is triggering enough already. I was shaking. Like it's, you know, like when your sugar gets low, shaking. I had to go get myself together. I said, let me go get myself together because this is too much. I guess I don't understand why everyone is on Ryan to say the words. Brett knows he doesn't want her. Why does she have to hear the words come out of his mouth? Because I think she's just holding on to hope that maybe it ain't so. Like, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Ryan. Oh, child. Poor Ryan, honey, these last few episodes, Ryan ain't even been checking in with the opinionated family like he normally do. You know Ryan gonna get into the comments and get into it as he get into it. Child ain't made his nerves bad. Ryan like, you know what? Let me just check out all things Married at First Sight. I need a break. Zach did appear on Unfiltered with Johnny, and there's also a pic with Zach, Johnny, Myrla, and Rachel. Allegedly, it was taken in the summer, which makes Zach and Bow's relationship weird and messy. Stephanie, I thought it was so ironic that they were sitting there and he was laughing at the things that Johnny was saying about Bow. And I was just like, boy, what you laughing at? Child, what is going on? Mary said, Mafs needs to be careful before someone gets hurt. They need to stop putting people together that are not compatible, the redhead and the Republican. Well, I don't like to call him, first of all, I don't like the redhead because her name's Brett. And I feel like, you know, it's just a matter of respect by calling her by her name. She's already going through enough. And Ryan let it be known that he doesn't do orange unless it's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But I totally understand the first part of your comment, Mary. I understand it all the way because somebody could get physically harmed. You're putting these matches together for television, trying to produce a show. And then all of a sudden, it's a big old battle royale happening. And then you have producers trying to hold people back. You have people being locked out of their homes, roaming the hallways in the middle of the night. Because we got to get into Jose because we only have like 11 minutes. You have people roaming the hallways. And then on top of that, you got people like Michaela that is just like losing it. Like, come on now. It's the way Michaela was shaking her head behind Jamie, who was asking about the end of her and Zach's relationship on the call. Girl, yes, Nakia. I said, oh, not you gonna confirm it. Girl, don't confirm it. Thank you for the super chat also. Yes, Nakia, you are absolutely right. I said, oh, now she done confirmed the child. This is a fool. Honey, she said, look, I'm not staying quiet no longer. Thank you, HFG, for the super sticker. Do Brett and Ryan sit in the house in silence? I haven't seen them talk, only do activities and ignore each other. Kenya, if you ain't speaking your speech, girl, I said, when are they going to say something to each other? Anything. Even when the only time I've really seen them interact is when they sat down and he took a break and he came back to the shared apartment. Erica, living life. Serious question. Would y'all feel the same if it was a woman crying as much as Zach? I don't know. I guess I'm just a person. I'm an emotional person. Okay. I just have to say that. So things get me emotional oftentimes than not. Like I am an empath, so I feel everything. So I probably, would feel the same empathy and sympathy for a woman that I feel for Zach, because that's just who I am. Like even in the comment section, when someone comments something, I take it with me all day. Sometimes I have to take a break from even reading the comments and be like, you know what, girl, stop taking in every emotion. Like, don't take it all in. So I understand that. Oh, Shayla, I'm sorry. I didn't see it. But thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I can go on back up. Child, this chat be moving so fast, y'all. Charge it to the chat and not my heart. Thank you, Waddles, for the super chat. Pastor Cal needs to go. He's trying to continue the cycle of toxic struggle and toxic struggle love. He needs to realize women have a voice now. We are not our past. Waddles, girl, that is a profound comment. Do you hear me? Because I understand it. Like, why do you want her to? Okay, I understand, in the church, we work it out and whatnot. No, she should not have to endure that for the sake of saying something and staying in something. Hey, Summer. Like, she should not have to do that. This is ridiculousness. Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. Let me go. Me writing that one shoe into my memory, so when I want to take a step up on the petty ladder, I got somewhere to go. I know that's real. LaQuisha, you a mess. Thank you, 2Ls, for the super chat. I'm not coddling Zach nor Michaela. Both, okay? Both therapy. They both need therapy to cope with life's disappointments. I refuse to support manic outbursts, tossing furniture because she's a Black woman. 2Ls. And your comment shall remain there for a few minutes. It shall remain, because that's exactly how I feel. I understand that we don't want our sisters looking like that. I got it. I understand you. I'm with you. We see each other. Shout out to Nene Leaks and Candy Birds. I understand it. But at the same time, they're showing you run through this place. You took his luggage, threw it back in the room, trying to intimidate him to stay. Like, what is happening? And the whole time, y'all, let me tell you, the thing that cracked me up is Bow was peeking her eye out of the door talking about, oh my God, I'm seeing a side that I've never seen of Zach and Michaela. I'm like, Bow, you taking notes. Bow, boom, 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 boom. But you know what? 2Ls, you hit it right on the head. Okay. I'm not gonna just overlook it because Zach likes to cry. I'm not gonna do that. Like, at the same dang on time, we have to hold everyone on the season and the cast accountable. And I feel like that's what I do throughout my reviews, because if you're wrong, I'm going to say you're wrong. If you're right, I'm going to say you're right. I appreciate you for being an opinionator, but honey, they look at all the reviews. So it's not like we grew up together. I'm going to have to call a spade a spade. Like, this is crazy. Misha, you are being easy on Zach. And no, I'm not. This is what I actually see, J-Dub. I don't see what everybody else sees. I don't see him gaslighting her. I see a person that's sensitive, but I did call him out on, wanting to go to the apartment or whatever. That's why I'm like, are the people listening to the reviews? Honey, I literally said, Zach, you cannot go to your apartment, because if you would have went to your apartment and told me that you were going to stay there after you get your Apple TV, honey, you wouldn't be coming back where I am. Okay, but that's just me. But at the same time, I don't like how, this is a perfect example. Let me break it down like this. When Pastor Cal told Bow that she should work through all of the emotional and verbal abuse that she's receiving, Everybody was like, why would Pastor Cal tell her to stay? But then we see how Michaela is behaving, but we want Zach to stay. That ain't right. Child, that ain't right. That's just not right. Can we please talk about how Master P put Jose in his place once he came up for breath from the Easter speech? He was really trying to set us, girl. Christina, girl, I'm like, boy, what are you talking about? And she's the best thing that ever happened to me. And all I can say is 7 years ago. Shut it, Jose. You're Hoseing again. He was like, so I just want to know, so I don't seem too controlling. He really thought he won with that. Baby, Dr. Pepper said, you are controlling. Baby, the way I hollered, I said, yes, Master P. I'm so happy you showed up today. Jose deserved to go to Dr. Pepper. That's exactly who he needed. I dated someone like Zach, taco meat and all. He leaves. He attacks Kay's character. Exhaling one, you think so? Not the taco meat and all. Child, y'all a mess. Hold for one moment, please. Okay, y'all, and I'm back. Sorry about that. Yes, thank you, Summer. Please like the video while y'all wait, honey. But Michaela displays her own character, though. 2 L's. Are we the same person? Oh, yeah. I mean, we're both Virgos, so maybe we just think alike, child. Because, look, I am there with you. Carmel, Zach is manipulating everyone with his tears. He's full of ish. Caramel said, I ain't buying it. I said what I said, and I ain't changing it. I know that's right, girl. His bride and him need mental help. Zach is no one's victim. I don't think he's a victim. I don't think he's a victim at all. I think the both of them have things they need to work on and things they can grow from. I totally understand where you are coming from. I totally do. Both of them are doing things to each other. Zach like to get slick. And sometimes he'll, slide it in there like that little petty thing about ending his whole diary cam because he didn't want Michaela to state her case, but then she picked her diary cam up so she could state her case. She was right. There's no reason to sleep in the bed with you. For what? What you trying to get out of me that I need to sleep in the bed with you? Oh, no, ma'am. Thank you, Chow. Is it pronounced Chow? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I think a lot of us get triggered and place blame based on our experiences, just like Jose did when Rachel said another man's name. That's true. That's true. I can see that. I don't have a problem with Zach crying, but he cries every episode. What is so sad? Ashley, goodbye. Oh, child, y'all so crazy. And where's the codependent dog? That's all I want to know. Child, we ain't seen that dog since. I said he done dropped that dog off at a shelter. What is happening with the codependent dog? Yes, he threatens to leave her and he sexes her and then talks about leaving her again. Now, you got a point with that. Now, he does, she'll leave, he'll leave. And child, this is a fool. Erica Fielder said, Michaela just said she loved him last week. But Erica, that's why I said in the review, honey, a whole bunch of wishy-washy bullshit. Okay, what page are y'all on? But see, I already knew that was a lie. I knew it was a lie and the truth wasn't in it. I knew it didn't make no sense. Y'all don't love each other. Like, what are you talking about? You can't stand each other half the time. Like, what is going on with you? The fight they had was so stupid. Christina. Exactly. I said that. Why are y'all talking about decision day? After y'all just had fun all day. I had an ex that used to do that. We would have a perfectly great day. And it's like I would always be waiting for the other shoe to drop because it's about to be some foolishness. And then he would ask me a question and I would have to answer it. And then he didn't like the way I answered. So now we fight. Like, don't ask me no stuff. Let's just get through the night. Honey, we could have got it popping. And then who knows? Both of us could have said yes on decision day. But now we arguing. You gone. The codependent dog went to a shelter. We can't find you. You can't find Michaela. You on a Zoom call. You crying. She huffing and puffing and tearing the place down. Leave it alone. Do not ask each other questions. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just crazy. Wait a minute. Hold on. I seen something. Thank you, Feel Good, for the super chat. I'm trying to chase it down. Hold on. Let me go back up. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Zach ain't got to stay in the marriage. I still believe they are having sex. Not to make excuses, Kay believes Zach does like her because of the sex. Yeah, Feel Good, you might be right. And I think that's maybe why she was trying to separate the two. Like, okay, let's see if you are going to decide you want me. Hey, LaTanya, if you want me based on us not having sex. Let's see how that goes. So I understand. You're right. Thank you, Kay Bradley. Please, y'all, like the video. Krista said, Lord, don't ever have me so demonetized that I turn into Hurricane K myself. No D is worth your sanity, ladies. And isn't. Child, honey. None at all. But let me tell you something, honey. I done been there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Try to tear your whole place up. I bust the windows out your car. Honey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, so I'm just saying, I mean, it bees like that some of the time. And sometimes you get into it as you get into it. I mean, but that's when it's really good, child. Hey, Corey, thank you for the super chat. Love your reviews. At some point, I may use your catchphrases because trademarks. Just kidding. Corey, leave me alone. Corey, you're a mess. I'm not about to play with you. Zach seemed more upset that the seasons left the house than wasn't he upset? Baby, he held his head down in disgust. Couldn't even make himself no food. He was like, this heifer done took the seasonings. She can go, but the seasonings, those are mine. Reminds me of when Ike and Tina were divorcing, and Tina told Ike, you can go, but that name is mine. Honey, he said the seasonings are mine, child. Please leave the seasonings behind and exit stage left. Moving forward. Honey, I know that's real. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Because I forgot to get paid while we talk. Hold on, y'all. Let's continue to get into it. Child, we have been on this live, honey. Okay. Johnny, let's see. Robin said Johnny would have made Michaela mad enough to swing on him if they were paired. Oh, child, honey, she would be locked up. Child, a fool. But this is what I want to ask y'all. Let me pose this question. If we saw a man run through like we saw Michaela on that preview, would we feel the same way about Zach that we feel now? Or will we give him a pass? Like, are people going to be giving Michaela a pass because she's a woman and she ran through there like that? Like, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, how would it feel? Look, Elle said, hell no. Hell no. To the no. I know that's right, y'all. She does not get a pass. And at first I was like, because when they didn't show all that initially. They just showed her slamming the doors and closing the doors and whatnot. And so I was like, okay, maybe they had an argument, or maybe she found a girl's number in his phone, child. Maybe he was getting into it as he get into it. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe that's why she going off, because he left. But then when I realized that she did all that extra, I said, okay, it's just her anger just explodes. She doesn't know how to regulate her emotions. And you know what? It reminds me a lot of when my son was younger. He couldn't regulate his emotions. He was storm through here. And I'm like, okay, baby, calm down. You better get yourself together. But I had to put him in therapy. And the therapist was actually teaching him different ways to cope with his anger. And I remember her telling him, now, mind you, he's only 6. But honey, let's start now so that he don't end up on Married at First Sight. Okay. But, the therapist told him, is your problem this big or is your problem this big? So he was reacting to this big if he dropped toilet tissue on the floor. And I'm like, okay, now you losing your mind because you dropped toilet tissue. That don't make no sense. But it's just she doesn't know how to regulate her emotions. And people calling her Hurricane, her family calling her Hurricane K like it's cute. That ain't cute. Miss Brown Sugar said, I really wish production hadn't previewed Hurricane K for weeks now. It makes it almost impossible for us to think about this relationship without seeing Michaela as the problem. That's an interesting perspective. That's a good point. You know what? But then for me, just because I've been in toxic situations, as soon as I seen those wipes, I wouldn't have been no good. So they didn't even have to show me Hurricane Michaela. And I would have been like, okay, girl, you're done. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but for me, it's one and done. I can't continue on with the foolishness. Kayla carries a bunch of soul ties and a bunch of other ish. Hey, Portia, thanks for the comment. And you right about that. She scared me knocking that bench down and almost flipping that ping pong table. That girl strong as heck. That's the adrenaline from you being so angry. What scared me is when she flipped that thing over and she jumped right over it. She didn't miss a beat. I was like, oh my God, I thought she was going to trip and actually hurt herself. And that's where it stops being funny. That's where it stops being entertaining. All of this right here, that's scary. And then you have the rest of the cast in the same house. And then they going to... This is the funny part to me. That's why, Myrla, girl, you are a stone cold nut. After all it was said and done, we see Myrla talking about, I wish they would have given us like separate cabins. I hollered. I said, Myrla just does not care, child. She don't care. I said, Myrla is crazy. The way she walked and dragged the ping pong table, she has to go. She has to go out in life after this show. I wonder how these episodes will affect her daily life. I was thinking the same thing. Like, I want to see a house, and then she show up chopping and got mad because I ain't choose that one. Oh, no, ma'am, honey. Oh, no, ma'am. I applaud you for taking your son to therapy. This school social worker loves you. Thank you, Astride. Listen, I had to take him because I'm like, you will not. And that's the first thing I thought of. And I started before he even started kindergarten. I'm like, you need to go and see someone to understand how to regulate your emotions. It's not that big. But then also another thing that the therapist told me, because she gave me tools. Sometimes, it's the parent that needs the tools as well, because we have to instill it in them. And she told me, listen, when his emotions get real big, don't say to him, calm down. It's not that serious. It's serious to him. He's 6 years old. So what you should say is, okay, I understand how that can be so upsetting. If I talk him through it, he'll be okay. And now he knows how to do it on his own. So he's not losing his mind. And then sometimes when he gets upset, he'll come back and say, Mommy, I'm sorry. I was being mean to you. You got to teach kids early, honey. I don't care what they say about me, child. Therapy it is. You going right on in there every week. Elizabeth, thank you for the super chat. I was scared for that Jamie Otis when she was questioning Michaela on Unfiltered. Oh my gosh, everybody's talking about Unfiltered. I can't wait. Hey, Felicia. I wonder if Michaela is able to hold down a job. Apparently, she's a real estate agent. Exhaling one. Thank you so much for the super chat. Girl, I love you. I caught myself saying moving on all the time. We should have known something was wrong with Johnny when he didn't eat no papaya. Baby, when he got that book and said, what is this? I said, oh, okay, honey, something ain't right with you. Child, something ain't right. Honey, something in the buttermilk ain't clean. Child, not you don't eat papaya. We eat all fruits, honey. I don't know what's going on. Eat your fruits and vegetables, people. It's important. Okay? I'm disappointed in Michaela's reaction as a Black woman on TV, but I feel as though Zach might have finally pulled that last straw with her. Liera, I can see that. And then also, did you see how, wait a minute, because J-Dub got a question. Did you see how when they sat down and they were having the conversation, I thought a fly was flying around her when she got up, but she was just like literally swinging at the air like, oh my God, you're driving me crazy. It was one of them. And I was like, what is going on? Child, oh my God. Okay. He has got on her last nerves. Okay. I don't know what he did when the cameras were down. All we get are these 2 hours and their little segments. I'm not sure exactly what's happening between the two of them, but they need to stay far, far away from each other. Far away. Show of hands. How many ladies have lost their cool by saying or doing something negative? I said the cat. Okay. I have definitely said something negative and I've lost my cool, but J-Dub, I'm not going to tear no whole place up with a whole bunch of different people in it. No, you're not going to just run through a place and tear the whole place up. Things you haven't paid for. These are recreational spaces that these people are supposed to utilize while they're on this retreat. So you're tearing the whole place down so none of us can enjoy anything. Oh, no, ma'am, honey. And you do it once or maybe twice, honey, but you learn from it. Like you're losing your mind and you're cool every 5 minutes. It's the same thing as Johnny. I mean, in my eyes, because this is some old bullshit. Like you got to get yourself together. Yes, but it's not a habit. Tearing up recreational spaces. Listen, I'm gonna string together some words if I don't do nothing else, child. That is the educator in me, honey. I'm saying, this is what the people are gonna play ping pong and whatnot. They waking up getting ready to play and be excited, and child is all tore down. Child, I hope they get that security deposit back because it's a fool. Do y'all hear me? But let's hit on Rachel and Jose. Wait a minute. As a woman, I have, but one has to learn how to contain their frustrations. Yes, Marty, I completely agree. Michaela was like that before Mavs. No excuses. Act like you got some sense in my You see the way I read it, honey? Because I know, because that's the same way my grandma is, honey. Act like you got some sense. Act like you've been somewhere before, child. Act like you got some home training. Or in my case, this is what I tell my son. Act like I'm raising you right. Child, he started getting a little bit embarrassing. Child, you don't act like you got a parent. As a woman, okay, wait a minute, I already read that. Especially not to people I've only known a few weeks. Karina. But that's them soul ties that who was that just commented that the soul ties were intertwining and whatnot. That's why you don't need to just be laying down. Because if you're gonna be laying down and then acting a fool, then y'all need to separate. We're not excusing the hurricane's behavior. No, I don't think you are, J-Dub. I'm just saying, when you ask as a woman if we've done those types of things, yeah, I've definitely gone off. Okay. Even in public, I had to learn as I got older and more mature in relationships that you handle that stuff at home. Because me, I handle a situation right then and there. You make me mad, we talking about it right now. But I had to learn that that's not right. And also, I would emasculate a man in a minute. Honey, I'm going to cut you down with these words so good, you'll never try me like that again. I had to learn that was wrong. I had to learn that's not right, girl. You cannot do that. But that comes with age. You know what I'm saying? And that also comes with experience. And both Zach and Michaela are inexperienced people. So I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to put two people that barely dated, never been in love together. He's emotionally inept, and so is she. It's a fool. At Zach, why so many tears? Wait a minute, Zach in the place to be? Zach, honey, that is not letting up tonight. Okay, Summer, separate. What we gotta do, separate. Zach, do you cry after you? Oh, child. I don't believe that they had sex one time. I feel like he's covering up for his new relationship. Oh, child, is Zach saying that? I'm saying we've only had sex one time. Zach. So when y'all was getting hungry and whatnot in the middle of the night, y'all didn't get it popping on that anniversary when you was playing them little notes on the piano and whatnot? You were playing the keys and she was sitting there looking and you was looking, and then the next day y'all was in love. Y'all didn't get it popping? Because I know y'all got it popping, and you said you'd be a very happy man if y'all continue to get into it as y'all was getting into it for the rest of your days. So, I mean, the people is just trying to figure out what's going on. Honey, Zach, wait a minute. Somebody said Zach is kissing and telling. Honey, he's just trying to defend himself because Michaela then spoke her speech, child. Spoke her speech all the way up and through them IG stories. Do y'all hear me? Did you hear about Zach and Bao potentially dating? Did we talk about it? Shonda, yes. We got into it as we got into it. Mm-hmm. Zach shouldn't be in here. Honey, they're breaking all the rules this season. All the rules have been broken, child. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's see. Zach, y'all definitely had sex after the wedding and definitely had sex when y'all went to the food truck. Child, at the food truck. Oh my gosh. Y'all give me hours upon hours of entertainment. Y'all need to cut it out. Ooh. Misha, add your reviews of Mafs to the next Mafs chat. And thanks for reading my name and chat. Oh, absolutely. You know what? I did that last year, but I keep forgetting to do it. I was wondering why my numbers were so low. Last season, I had like 30 and 40,000 views. I'm looking at this like not 20. Oh, no, ma'am. Honey, so you are absolutely right. Thank you for giving me that bit of advice. I had forgotten all about it. You ain't got the lie, Craig. My cousin, baby mama Tracy, says she seen you at the show. Child, y'all crazy. Look, Erica say, how y'all know? I'm just saying, Erica, whenever you work up an appetite, honey, you been getting it popping. You ain't hungry for no reason, child. I ain't about to play with y'all. And why was Zach snotting out the nose? Honey, his nerves bad. He don't want to be there. He want to get gone. I don't want to be with you. Put that on everything I own. Child, he ain't want to tell her, but he ain't want to tell her, but I'm just saying. Can the real Zach Freeman please stand up? Please stand up. Not the Eminem. Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Slim Shady. She took the seasoning. Zach ain't eating during filming. He better go get something to eat when he drop off the codependent dog at daycare. Child, goodbye. And it was like 2 a.m. We all know what's open that late. Let me tell you something, Zamiria. My grandma used to always tell me if she, you know, when I would tell her like I went out, or this is when I was in college, she would be like, "Oh, you went out that late? Ain't nothing open at that time but legs and Jack in the Box." Because you know, Jack in the Box is, I don't know if y'all have a Jack in the Box everywhere, but it's open 24 hours. And she would always say that. I'm like, "Oh, not my legs, girl. I wasn't getting into it last night, but honey, I will get it popping. Don't mistake it." Okay. I'm just saying. We should all watch the last episode of Mafs live together or the reunion. Kay, stand neutral. I like that idea. Let's watch. Y'all want to watch Decision Day? Put in the chat if you want to watch Decision Day or do you want to watch the reunion together? Y'all tell me which one, because that would really save me, because then I won't have to do a review. And then, well, I'm going to still do a review because then it's people that probably won't be able to join. But still, we can have some fun while we watch it. So just let me know, y'all, if y'all want to do Decision Day or if you want to do the reunion. That is an awesome idea. Okay, some people saying the reunion. Felicia said Decision Day, the reunion live. Baby, that reunion going to be lit up. Do y'all hear me? Woo! That reunion going to be one for the books. Okay, somebody said, Karen said both. Karen, we need to file a police report. We need them baby pictures back. We're going to do a live police report of them baby pictures. Child, that is a fool. Jess AM said, that's a great idea. Let's do the reunion. Okay, so it seems like majority of everyone is saying the reunion. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Chocolate Sooner said Decision Day. I can't follow this chat while I'm trying to watch. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's why we should do the reunion. Because Decision Day, we really need to be paying attention. Well, now Decision Day is not going to be that much. Well, child, with these couples, you just never know. How did Michaela respond to Val and Zach's relationship? Oh, girl, it's all over everything. Just Google it. Just put it on YouTube. It'll come up. The alleged relationship, because I don't know if they're together or not, child. So I don't want to just put it out there. And they could very well just be BFFs. Okay. You know, sometimes you just find a support system. I don't know if they're together or not, but all I can say is this. Bow, bow, bow. Boom, 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 boom. I had to do it one last time because we're about to end this live, child, because it's getting late. Okay, so I see reunion, Decision Day, both. Hey, y'all, the reunion. Let's see. Okay, so it's looking like the reunion. Yes, please hit the like button to support. There are 861 of you on this live. I am hoping one day to reach a goal of 1,000 people on one live, and we almost getting there. The opinionated family, we're getting more and more more and more family members every day. We need to have a whole family reunion. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do that. Maybe we could take one big opinionated family reunion cruise. Would y'all like that? Child, cruises be lit. Now, not during the COVID and whatnot, because I don't want to sleep in one of them places and child, we get stuck out there. But I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to have a family reunion, opinionated family reunion cruise. And everybody going to come. We're going to get together and have a good old time. And Zach, you and Bow can come too. Bow, bow, bow. Boom, 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 boom. Child, y'all can come, honey. Not now. Oh, no, not now. Child. The way they got these cruises and stuff going, I think we should probably shoot for 2023 or something like that. They both been through angry, charged mates. Zach and Bao should be friends. Yes, sincerely. I don't know. That's why I'm thinking maybe it's a friendship. I don't know. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just became real cool. You never know. Or maybe all of this is a plot and a scheme that Todd set up to come at us with the bush, to throw us off a Decision Day scent. Okay? Because y'all know that Well, y'all might not know, but I was reading that the ratings for this season are not what they were for season 12. So maybe that could be. I don't know. Wait, tell us if you think Zach was disrespectful asking for sex. Yes, girl. Yes, Annie. NYC. Absolutely. Absolutely. I even said that in the review. No, you're not about to lay down on me and get it popping. Oh, no, sir. Friends turn into more money, especially since they're bonding over traumatic experiences. Oh, why did I read that as money? Child, I got to get my glasses. Friends turn into more honey, especially since the bonding over traumatic experiences. You're right about that. Yes, Pretty Lauren, please get the likes up, y'all. It is 831 of y'all on this chat. Just stop for just a second. We about to get off in 10 minutes. I always claim I'm gonna be on here for 1 hour and then we get into it. And child, I'll be on here for an hour and 30 minutes every single time, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Please like the video, y'all. Like it, comment, get in here and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. Honey, let's get into it. Sir Killian, I have it ready. Okay, I'm about to upload it in just a minute. As soon as I exit up off of here, it's going to be up in like 15 minutes. I already got it. I already edited it. I rendered it. I did everything that needs to be done so we can get into it as we get into it because I had some words for Dorito and Lisa Rinna. Her and her ponytail. Oh, ooh, child. Don't even get me started. Thank you, 2Ls. Okay, let's go. Patricia says the problem in these people, they need more guidance. That's the problem. The problem is these people need more guidance. Where the hell have the counselors been all season? The couples need help navigating in these uncharted waters. Exactly. They disappear and then pop up at the end. Talking about with only 2 weeks till decision day, we want to know if Brett being nasty is going to turn Ryan out. Well, yeah, where have you been? Okay, they haven't said a word to each other since they said I do. Like, not one word. Now y'all coming and having a sit down. It don't make no sense. At this point, it's a stare down. Because what are they really talking about? Nothing. Absolutely dang on nothing. It's ridiculous. Took a while to get going, but I've been entertained this season. The Gil and Myrla love story has been beautiful to watch. The supporting cast were all right, I guess. CV, tell us how you really feel. I did not expect Girla to be born. Like, I didn't expect that. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so unexpected. I actually like that better. The fact that I didn't expect it and then it just popped up out of nowhere. As Miss Badu says, when I ask you for some cash, you say no, but then turn around and ask me for some. I think you better call Tyrone. I know that's right. Call. Yes, a full-on pig, okay? But Brett was tearing it up on that volleyball court. Did y'all see her? As my grandma would say, volleyball with a B. Baby, she was tearing it up on that volleyball court. I was like, yes, Brett, show them what you do at school, girl. Baby, Brett was so excited. She was so excited to do an activity that surrounded her. I loved it. I said, I'm so happy to see Brett happy, honey. She was happy, and Bao came in with the cheerleading child. Brett acted like she was happy to see Bao in the cheerleading outfit. Honey, I don't trust none of them, okay? Everybody had their eyes on Bao. Gil was talking trash about Myrla to Pastor Cal. He sure was. Thank you, J-Dub. I'm glad you said that. Because I forgot to point this out, because let me tell you something, it was real hard for me to do this review because there was too many moving parts. But J-Dub, boom, you got it. I wanted to say this on my review and I forgot to say it. I do not like how Myrla was pouring into him on her, even though she was pouring into that liquor too. But that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But you know how Myrla was she was singing his praises. But then he get over here with Pastor Cal. He's like, yeah, she got an attitude and I don't really like it. It be making my moods bad. And I'm like, do you like her or you don't like her? Like, why do you keep doing that? And that's why I said I was side-eyeing Gil at first. Because, like, I feel like you just want to be talking about something. Like, why are you talking bad about her? And she's never said anything negative about Gil. Now, people can say everything they want to say about Myrla. Now, she going to lay in bed and she going to wear her flannel pajamas for 16 days and 40 nights. But at the same time, she's never said, I don't like this about Gil. I like his bald head. Why would you give me somebody bald? What is wrong with you? I don't like that. Like, she's never done that. She keeps saying, he's so patient. My husband's so kind. My husband's this. My husband's that. But then I saw another side of Gil when he kind of got like a little attitude when she asked him to make that shake. I said, oh, okay, so let me find out you got a little attitude. Now, don't be in here treating Myrla wrong because these cameras ain't up. Child, you got to watch people. Child, I don't trust it. But let's just hit on Jose and Rachel before we go, because we literally have 6 minutes. What do y'all think about Rachel and Jose's meetup? Kind. You think so? Gil is going to break Myrla's heart. I see it coming. Oh, child, let's not speak it into existence. You think so? I hope not, because she is just really appreciating her marriage and not saying she want a brunch husband. Yes, P, I am so excited that the new season of Ready to Love is starting tomorrow, honey. That's why I moved this live, because I need to sit down with a snack. I need to get into it as I get into it, and I cannot wait for the season to get going. Teresa, but Pastor Cal made Gil say that. He went into the meeting talking positive about the relationship, but Pastor Cal was the one who said, well, what don't you like about her? Let me think. True, Teresa, true. I can see that. But it's like, I mean, don't give them nothing. Child, everybody else being fake, you get into it as well. Child, you be fake as well. But that's true, Teresa. You are absolutely right. He brought it out of him. Child, Pastor Cal ain't worth a hill of beans. That's why Chris was fogging them glasses up last season. Fogging them up. 60 minutes. Wait a minute, what? They remind me so much of Ryan and Clara from last season. Yes, Jose and Rachel. Girl, just lying. I'm like, okay, Joseing again, child. And on top of him, Joseing, he got called out for being controlling. Then Rachel's on the other side saying that everything she couldn't have dreamed of a better child. By the time the reunion airs and then it's done, they're going to be done as well, because Rachel is not going to want to put up with Jose. Now, it's fine because we're in the shared apartment. The cameras are up. You have a little bit of protection. But once you get on your own, Jose going to put her on the outside and she going to have to find somewhere to go, honey. So if I were her, I would sublease my apartment. It ain't no way I move in with you and just be in with you with nothing else and no particular place to go. Oh, Do they get paid $100K for saying yes on decision day? Do they? Is that true? I don't know, Annie. I've never heard that. Oh, no, J-Dub, we have 6 minutes. Now we got 3. He said 60, not 6. We got 3 minutes. I got to grade some papers and whatnot. Please, somebody get Jose some chapstick. It's the mouth to beard ratio. It's not even that it's just ashy. That's just the ring around it, because it's disconnecting or it's no longer in service. Oh, child, I'm not about to play. Oh, man, sometimes I just say stuff and I'm child. It's crazy. Baby, Rachel for the streets every summer. Hot girl summer, so you know she got it lit. I know that's right. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. Honey, she said it's a hot girl summer. Handle me? Who gonna handle me? Thinking he's a player, he's a member on the team. He put in all that work. He want to be the MVP. I told him, ain't no time in me. I hold Jose equally. Baby, Jose said, look, you have to come in the house and find you something to do. And Rachel said, if I have to be stuck in this house, I'm gonna have an attitude. And the minute you say something to me, I'm gonna go. So you might want to find me an extracurricular activity. Child, it's a fool. I heard they make $10,000 for 6 months if they stay together. Oh, okay. So do they get $10,000 every month for the 6 months, or just $10,000 total? I heard they do get paid $100,000. Well, no wonder Welch's great Vinny and Brianna kept it pushing. No wonder. Rachel gonna divorce him and his credit score going down. Wifey Sloan, okay? Child, I ain't got time. Woo. Look, Jada, somebody for $100,000. I say yes to. Okay, yes to whoever, even Jose and child. That's a fool. There's no coming back from the cuss out and being locked out. No, ma'am. Kenya, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And listen, y'all, we have 1 minute to be on the live. If you have not ever heard the song that I'm singing, because somebody said that in my comments on my Instagram, that they've never heard the song that I always sing when it comes to Bow, please check out my Instagram, because I actually put a video up in honor of Bow and Mafs Wednesday. And I am so excited about other ventures and things that I'm doing. I'm so excited to introduce it to all of you, but it's going to take a few more weeks because I want to make sure it's right. Okay. It's the perfectionist in me. But we're going to have to get on up out of here in 1 minute. But if you've never heard that song or whatever, child, go check out that video because it is hilarious. My Instagram is at Miss Misha _IMO. So just go on, check it out, child. I'm actually put, oh, Summer said, can you sing Uncool? Yes, because that's for Jose and Johnny and Michaela. I think you're so uncool. I think you're so uncool. I think you're acting a fool. Shout out to Melody Hope. Child, that is a mess. Oh, child, y'all are crazy. Oh, wait a minute. Christ 360 TV said Rachel is Racheling as well. She sure is, honey. Baby, Rachel was just lying and trying. I said, girl, not you done set up here and then got an attitude at the end when Pastor Cal said, well, that's not going to be your first fight. She was like, well, if it's not and he do it again, I'm gone. Rachel, girl, you should have had an attitude when you sat down. Girl, goodbye and good night. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. I will check y'all in the next one. I'm about to put up the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review. Then Sisters will probably be up tomorrow morning or sometime after school. And then we're going to get into Ready to Love. Oh, child, it's a jam-packed weekend, and we're going to get into it as we get into it. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Bye, y'all. Night-night.